Hello and welcome back to some more Minecraft with me, Paolo. And today we're on the Asylum server. I'm in the spawn area. If you'd seen my last video, you know my house is in that direction. And I really like this spawn area. A lot of people are doing different stuff. We've got Pointless Steel making a horse ranch over there. Dub made a like a shop there. We've got some cattle and stuff over there in a little farm. Scully, I believe, made some of these farms here, which are really cool. I use them a lot. Pointless Steel made this chicken farm here, which is actually quite nifty. It separates out all the drops from the chickens. And I've decided to finally, well, I have done a bit of work around in the town square and stuff there, but I thought I'd make my own building. And one of the things I've been saving coal so that I can make proper blocks out of them, and what I've been trying to do is make charcoal instead for torches and fuel and everything. So what I've done is I've picked a spot here. So Pointless Steel has built this here, and I'm going to use a similar footprint here. I just kind of started this corner off to see where I was going to put it, and what I wanted was a bit of a hill like this, and so we'd have half of the building kind of built into the landscape, because on top I want to put some trees. It's going to be kind of this shape here, kind of a rectangular shape, and on top I'm going to have trees here and hoppers around it, and the idea is to plant the trees in a row. When they've grown, to come in and break up the wood and throw them into the hoppers, and the saplings will fall into the hoppers as well. And then below I'm going to have a rake of furnaces and have the furnaces hooked up with hoppers and stuff to cook some charcoal, so it'll be a little charcoal factory. And what I want to do is kind of preserve the continue with the theme that we have around here. I don't want to make something that stands out too much, so I'm going to be using stones and woods and stuff like that, which is kind of handy because I don't have all the fancy blocks at the moment, like the quartz. We're using a lot of quartz for the nether hub and stuff. So yeah, all I've done to start off with is counted 5 blocks away here from this to leave room for a path, and picked my starting point. And then I think I'm just gonna kind of design this as I go, and I basically want this to kind of come down here like that, and it to be kind of dark and stuff there. I'm thinking about using some windows with fence posts and stuff, and then up on top you'll be able to I might put in a staircase here, but a staircase coming up to the top here where all the trees will be planted. And the main thing I want to do is blend it in with this surrounding here, so you can kind of see the building here, but it'll just blend in with everything in the background, which might look nice. At least that's what I'm aiming for. So I'm going to continue working on with this, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so there we are. I've not finished it. I've done a good bit on the outside at this stage. The inside still has to be finished, but I'll talk you through it. It's actually quite a simple build because I used a bit of a pattern. As I said, I used the blocks that I did, and I've got this kind of pathway up the side with some stairs there, if you can see. This is the entrance then down here into the building. I've got the tree farm on top, and I think I'll do a bit more landscaping around it, but the general build is there. This path here will continue on to spawn like this, and I'll just show you now what I did. So as I said, the pattern kind of repeats and stuff. We've got this low profile wooden roofing here, but I've continued with this as you saw before in the last clip, and I've kept it going. So it repeats. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 between each one of these pillars, and I've put these stairs in just to kind of soften it off. I've got some fences here. We've got a mixture of blocks. We've got some stone here and some half slabs like that, and then the the ceiling goes like that, which is quite nice. The path, which goes the whole way around, continues on here, and I really like this, the way it goes up. You can see I've left some air gap there for some light to go in through the windows there. But this comes up here, and the idea is you'd hack away all this. You'd collect the wood, bring it downstairs to burn in the furnaces, and then you could leave these leaves decay, and then the saplings will come down onto this. I will have hoppers underneath, which I'll show you from the inside again, to collect the saplings, and then you could come back out and replant it all and leave them grow. So that's what I've gone for, and mainly the design on this was just to have enough space, so 2 blocks there from that, so that all the leaves will fall down. Now, other than the big massive tree, that'll work quite nicely, and there's 2 off the end as well there. I'm not going to be able to get through here. So just to show you, and just to note, half slabs here, because a hopper directly underneath the half slab will pick up an item, just to show you. There's one underneath there, so some potatoes there, and we'll have a look now in a second. So coming inside, we've got a drop down like this. Now I'll talk about these furnaces in a second, but just to continue with the design, as I said, that's ground level out there, but from in here, that's window height. We've got these pillars like the outside continued on the inside here, and there's a regular pattern the whole way around, which is quite nice. The only one thing you'll notice, and the length of it is just 1 and 2 of these. At the end, we've got this kind of odd shape, which we've got down here as well, and that's just because of this feature here, the fact that I brought this inside like that. There's no other way of doing this. It's just something with building, with these with blocks like this. There's not really a compromise, you just have to put up with it. So I'm putting lighting and stuff here. But the floor, I've decided to go with wood. I might change it out to spruce wood and keep that like that. So this would just continue the whole way around like so. I think that looks quite nice. There's a nice kind of space. It's 3 blocks high. And then, as I said, I don't have enough hoppers at the moment, but the hoppers, see the way it's collected there, the 2 potatoes will all feed into one, and this will come down into a main storage chest at the front here. And then at each one of these points here, I'm going to put one of these arrangements. So all it is a furnace there like that, with what you want to burn or smelt in the top or cook. Your charcoal will feed into there, and I have coal in at the moment because I haven't made any, but then whatever is made here, so be it charcoal or whatever, comes back out here. And as you can see, I've just cooked some chicken there. So I'm going to set up one of these in each one of these spots here. I was thinking about putting this in the middle and having a kind of a row of these, but I just don't think it's going to work out. I was going to think of something a little fancier with rails and maybe a clock or something, but I don't want to lag the server in any way. And the way this would have worked is kind of an array, so you'd have 2 like this, and you'd have a series of chests on the top fed directly from this up there. But I'm not going to get as fancy as that at the moment, and if I ever do anything like that, I'll give an update. But what I might do instead in the middle is put some kind of crafting and anvils and things like that. I don't know, whatever I kind of need to support that. But I'm going to finish this off now and maybe come back to you. But I'm really happy with how it's working out. I'll come back to this in a minute, but just so you can see like that, I think it's something that will work well, and there's plenty of furnace stations then to keep you going. I mean, there'll be loads of room for putting stuff in here and just keeping it going. I'll put switches on these, I think, as well. But I think the design is nice, and for keeping it consistent with the neighbouring buildings, I think it's worked out quite well. So just give you another look at that there. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'll just finish this off. Okay, so I'm back and the build is just about done. I've kitted out the inside and I've done a couple of things out here. So you see the glass there, which limits the height that the trees grow. So there's this air space of 8 blocks between the dirt and that. So that's on the ninth. The glass is on the ninth block up. So that just means they don't grow too high and that you can farm them. That you can cut them down with your axe and not have to get up and pillar up to get any of the top blocks. That's only a short one, but yeah, so that's all that done. As I said, this works pretty well. Like, you cut all that down this way and come back the other way, and by the time you get down, you can leave, there's a walkway through then. As you cut your walkway out, and then you can leave that to despawn. The pathway I've finished, and I've done this here, just put that there to Pointless Steel's place, so he can finish that off if he likes it, or get rid of it if he doesn't like it. Put a bush over there. Not a whole lot else outside here, but I think I'll leave the landscape the way it is, and I'm sure people build around this in other places. I'm pretty sure I've shown you these already, the trapdoors out here like that, just to let the light down, which I like. It's all lit up and everything, there shouldn't be anything spawning there. And I'm going with the wooden doors. I was going to change those to iron, but there aren't any mobs spawning anymore because I've lit the place up pretty well. And then inside here I've finished it off, so I've got one of these stations in each place here, and I've got some storage down there. This is kind of hollow up here. When I get enough iron, I'll actually put in the hoppers and link it up to this here, but that'll be a work in progress. Some torches there, one over there and one there. And now, just to show you what I've done here, and we've got switches and stuff here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stations. I mean, you could, like, that's pretty much how much you can convert wood to charcoal in each one. So like 5 chests worth, which is a lot. Just to finish it off, now this is something I've done here. We've got these switches. This one powers the furnace, which powers the pistons around, or the hoppers around it, to stop the whole thing from working, just in case you want to hold the whole thing and swap out maybe what you're working with, which can be useful. And then the other one is this one. So the problem is that if you're constantly cooking stuff, when it cooks, it gets dragged. Once it goes in here, once it melts or cooks or whatever, it gets taken out by the hopper, and then that means when it builds up, you can't click on it and get all the XP. If you click this switch like that, then it just holds it there until you get it. So it means that you can get XP out of this if you want. And just to show you what I've done with the trim there, is I've just done stairs like that, and then a full block here, and then I'm missing a switch, but I'll put one of those in after the recording. But I think it just finishes it off quite nicely, and they're like little standalone units. It's very little lighting in here, but it's all half slab, so it's fine. And then the last thing I did was just put in this spruce design there, which I think looks kind of nice, and another one over there. So that is the little coal kind of factory slash tree farm build, which I think has worked out quite nicely. It's no longer under construction. So that's my first, or maybe I suppose second addition to Spawn. So I quite like it. I think it's nice. It looks nice from different angles as you kind of come up. And one of the things I really like about it is it's got that downstairs part there, and then up on this other level it works. It's built into the landscape, which I like. So anyway, I'm gonna get a load of charcoal here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and all the best.